it's taken a minute, and that lasted a little bit longer, but I was so glad that we stayed on.
Yeah,
And I like taking it a day at a time like that. So
I do too.
instead of rushing, because a lot of times I feel like that we're rushing. So anyway,
Yeah.
well, y'all, it is November the 24th. I can't believe it. It is fixing to be Thanksgiving. And just kind of wanted to start out with saying how thankful we are. You know, Stacy and I just got off this Bible study with Cleta's group and Maureen's group and other consultants. And I am just thankful that we have that opportunity. So not only do you have the option of going to church on Wednesday nights, Sundays, whenever you go, but just to know that you can gather in your Mary Kay world, you know, and I think that's very powerful. So I am grateful for that. What about you, Stacy?
I agree. I agree. I'm grateful that we are doing this study on the Old Testament because I have never dived, dove, is that the right word?
Either one.
Yeah, into the Old Testament. Like I have tried several times, but to me it's so dry. I'm excited to get to hear different perspectives and it'll like come to life through this
I know,
because
me
I
too.
haven't trying to do it on my own has not been successful for me.
Right, right. I love that everybody shares.
Right,
And,
right.
you know, there's so many different versions of things, but it all comes back together and comes back around. But still, just to hear people tell. So, yes, I totally agree. So, anybody else that wants to join us, we'd love to have you. I've shared it in our group. Um, it's this book, and I posted it several times. But anyway, I just think this is important and just really thankful to y'all that Mary Kay, that was her goal, is to get more people involved and knowing why we're here, what we're doing, what, you know, that you have that kind of support. And so I'm just thankful that I said yes to Mary Kay, and I'm sure y'all are too. So just before we begin, I do want to say that we will not do what's in the bag Wednesday night because people are prepping for Thanksgiving and all that. Um, if you have not registered for Dawn Alton Sweeney's workshop that's in January, go do it. It's free. She is amazing. She gets on the director Bible study. And so I'm just saying, when you step up to director, this woman has read every possible version of the Bibles and she knows it all. So anyway, those were just a couple of announcements. But Stacy had a great open house last week, and I know she had some other things going on. So, Stacy, what do you want to tell us about that?
Well, I did $694 last week, so I'm very excited about that.
Yes, you are.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah. And I have somebody who is seriously thinking about being the second person on my team. So
Wonderful.
I am going to, in fact, I did follow up with them today. I just haven't heard back from them yet.
Okay.
But they happen to be a nurse too. I think that's kind of
Yay.
funny. But
You know, it's interesting because I used to work at a clinic, a doctor's office.
mhm.
You're in the school field. When I joined Mary Kay 30 whatever years ago, 34, the two most sought out, I would say, backgrounds that were attracted to Mary Kay were teachers and medical people. And so it's still true today.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I think
that's
we have a
awesome.
heart for people. That's why.
I think so too. I think so
Yeah.
too. And your girl, I'll just tell you, I have a high school friend that we saw each other a couple of weeks ago from our reunion, and she loves the repair. She loves all the things. And I reached out to her today, and this is just something, and you may have already done this, but I said, Amanda, I want you to get the book out, and I want you to act like you are shopping at half price. I said, A, you love the repair, so you definitely need that. She now has brown spots. I said, get the niacinamide, the ferulic niacinamide, the C plus E. And I said, you need to add all the repair stuff. You need to do all your glamour, eye makeup remover, body care. Seriously, when somebody sits down and does that,
Right.
it's $1,000 something order if they were going to pay me, you know. So she said, that's a great idea. I'll think about it. Whether she does or not, I don't know, but I did plant that seed. And that's what I was telling her. I know she's got two, two or three girls. And I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
it makes
Yeah.
sense. You know, it
Yeah.
makes sense to use the number one skincare and you're getting it at a discount. So anyway, that's exciting. But congratulations on your $694 week. Yay,
Yay.
congratulations. And I
Thank
know
you.
Tasha had a great week too, didn't she?
She did. She did have a great week. Um, I don't know her exact number. The last count I heard was somewhere around 740.
Okay,
Um, but she had her open house was a really good success. And she got
great.
a lot of online orders.
Okay, that
Yeah,
worked.
we only had because I was at her open house helping her out and stuff, and I'm more for emotional support kind of thing.
Right.
But and I was glad that I was able to do that because she did ask me some questions I was able to answer, so that helped me feel good too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, she's doing great. She's doing super fantastic. So
Wonderful.
just because people don't show up to your open house, don't get discouraged because they will call you later or get online and order.
That's
So
right. Well, I still keep going back to whatever efforts you put in. You might not
mhm,
see it happen today, but it will happen.
exactly.
And I know that's so true. And you know, I know Tasha does work through the hours and through like last week she got
Mhm.
on at work because of y'all's traffic and all the things. And
Right,
so
right.
just, you know, kudos to her for I mean, just be committed. You know, it's like we've been talking about Kristen Sharp, get your kit out, take a picture, send it to me, and then I'll send it to Kristen. And it's committing to get back with women. And, you know, people love to be around each other. And like you said, even if they didn't show up, they're going to order. Follow up with them, y'all. That's a big old deal right there. I know at 7 o'clock tonight, Cleta is going to share what her two parties have done. It's phenomenal. I'm not even going to spoil it. So anyway, and she did her Pink Friday last Friday, which y'all, by the way, we can still do whatever we want to. This Friday, you could do something else if you've already done Pink Friday. Saturday, Small Business Saturday, Monday, Cyber Monday, you know, so there's so many different things. But I am super fired up about everybody's activity. Dia Edison and her weekly accomplishment sheet, she had 162 in a personal website order, $62 class, and $152 reorder for a $676 week as well. So, y'all, people, listen, people need you. Okay. So don't ever think they don't. And then this will give us the opportunity if y'all are around new people, people that maybe got on the website or came to the open house, you can still follow up with them and maybe get with them to see there's things coming up. I mean, they might want a new look, you know, they might want a last minute gift item or whatever. But I just know that some will be around each other's families, friends Thursday, maybe through the weekend. And it's a perfect time to just say, look, I'm committing and I would love for us to just sit down and let me show you what I have. Now is a great time. It really is. But you know, as we get busier during the season, we could still do coffees. We could do meet somebody out and about, and you have on your Mary Kay beauty coat. I love that.
Thank you.
Are you
I
wearing it
have my
out?
little pin on
I
too
know.
that I'm so proud of that
I
says
know.
Mary Kay National Area.
Yes.
And I wear my name tag everywhere. I've ordered
Good.
several extras.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, and I've had people actually stop me and say, "You sell Mary Kay?" And I go, "Yes, I do." And I give them a card and I get their number and
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I want yeah, free advertising, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you think about it when we're out and about, don't you see people in their scrubs? Or
Yeah,
don't you see people that are realtors or insurance? I mean, they all wear their badges,
right, right.
bankers. I mean, so we're no different than them. Um, but something else we could do this weekend, I just thought about this, is maybe offer something free, like gift with purchase with a $50 order or whatever you want to do. Or the first 5 people to purchase this week, you get a bonus item or do a prize drawing or I like fun stuff like that too with places I shop. So, other people would like that too. And I don't know if you've had the opportunity because yours was just this past weekend. Shoot them a postcard or something and thank
I
them.
did
It's
do that. I
good.
had, uh-huh. I let's see if I can find them. I had these cute little Thanksgiving ones that I got from Court of Achievers. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. I hope this season brings you lots of happiness, joy, wealth, and prosperity. May your home be filled with love on this wonderful occasion of Thanksgiving. I love that.
And then on the back, I just wrote a little thank you for coming to my open house or for ordering, things like that.
It means a lot.
It does. It does. I mean, I think of when I get excited when I get personal mail, not
Me
junk
too.
mail, but
Me
something
too.
that somebody has handwritten. I'm like,
Hmm.
wow, they took the time to do that.
I know. I know. And I have done before things that were already written, but I still try to write something. So I like that they have the back of that blank.
Right.
And I really feel that this day and time, since we all live, we use that word all the time, microwave society, that we take the time and really build personal relationships because people appreciate it. Like you just said, you like when you get that in the mail
Right.
and really not just a sale. Um, this week too would be great. And I know that you're good and a lot of consultants do this, but post something really good maybe once a day. I'm guilty. I will be the first to admit if I'm on Facebook or I'm on whatever platform, I get excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna send that Christmas song. Oh my gosh, this is good from Mary Kay. Oh my gosh. And I'll send 3 or 4 and I'm sitting there going, nobody sees it. I'm not kidding. Facebook's gotten really wonky here lately. So make sure you post something. You might even text out some friends and say, hey, go look at my post and comment on it so it can get on up there. Because people don't see our stuff. I'm just telling you, if you post one once and there's no comments. So anyway, um, another idea, which kind of goes along with what we were just talking about, Stacy, is the postcards, but even sending out some text messages this week of Thanksgiving and gratitude to our
Okay.
customers. Just something like, I'm making a Thanksgiving gratitude list and your name made it. Thank you for supporting me this year. It means more than you'll ever know. And no sale. Like we're not asking them to buy anything, we're just thanking them. And I like that. Um, that does open the door, of that relationship, but also they're like, well, she really appreciates it. So, and it's interesting. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, Cleta showed, and I saved them on my phone, what different age groups like whatever type of communication. So it was
Oh
like the
yeah.
baby boomers, they want a phone call. It was like the next generation. And basically, the age group that's coming up now, they want a text message. I mean,
Mhm.
but it's interesting to see how, and then sometimes, I might beat myself up about, well, they didn't respond. Well, guess what? They're not going to answer a text message because they're not in that group. So it's just interesting. But those are, I think she posted that it was from a boss baby. It was either last week or the week before. So I thought that was really good. And I'm sitting here thinking about all these things, but not only are we fortunate about being in Mary Kay and grateful and thankful, but just the very idea that Mary Kay said, share with each other. You don't find that in corporate America. Not much. You
No,
know what I'm saying? It's
no.
like we'll get on Boss Babe in a little bit, and then us too. Like you have a team member, you want her to be great. You have a new prospect, you're going to tell her how to work the business. You
Right.
think about when my last job I had, this in a minute, they didn't teach me. They didn't share. They didn't, it's not that I didn't love them. I did, but it's like the way I learned is really on my own, you know?
Mhm.
So it's like, and I know we have to do that too as Mary Kay consultants. If we don't pick our kit up and go to work, it is from learning. But you know what I'm saying? It's like
Right,
we
right.
get all these ideas. So,
That's
anywho,
one of the best things about our business is the
it really
support.
is. It really
Hmm.
is. You're right. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if they're on my desk. I bought these from Court of Achiever too. I just love Court of Achievers or Achiever or okay. Well, what to do with them? It's the little inserts. I think I stuck them in my closet. But hang on, I put one in a customer reorder bag for when you're out and about chatting. But I thought I'm gonna put it in my customer reorder bags too. And it's just a little bit about the opportunity. Totally,
Oh yeah.
it's flexible, and on the back, it's got the $35
Mhm.
starter kit and the 90. And I'm just like, it's just a little something. And I thought, you know what? Instead of I'm gonna put my phone number on here, which I hadn't done that. I'm glad I got it out of the bag. She does know me though. Is maybe put something on there like if you chat with me for 10 minutes, you get a lip gloss half off or something. I don't know. You're good
Right,
about
right.
doing that, or referrals. But anyway, um, I think there's a lot of women out there that we haven't met yet that we could meet through our existing customers. What do you think?
Definitely.
Yes, yes. Is there anything that you learned from your open house that you want to share that you would do again or not do or
Um, well, I think there's a few things. One is I would have planned like a makeup session when I planned the initial open house, and I would have, because everything was already set up and out. And then I could
okay.
have had some evening open houses, because
Yeah.
I think what happened for me was I may would have had a better turnout if, I know this sounds crazy, but the weather was so nice that day. It
Oh.
was beautiful, like short weather. People were out in
Mm-hmm.
shorts and at the zoo and just doing stuff. And because I've had open houses and I thought, oh my gosh, because it was cold and it was rainy, and they were wonderful. They
Yeah.
were like huge successes. So that's the only thing I could think of. And coupled with, I wasn't real diligent about sending reminders.
Mm-hmm.
Shame on me. Shame on me. And so, yeah, that was a hard lesson to learn. But I did have people that came for facials later in the week, and I still had it set up, and they walked around and they were like, "Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that," kind
Okay.
of thing. And so
That
that's
was
where I got
smart.
the idea. Hmm.
Yeah, that was smart to leave it up. I was thinking too just now when you were saying that we have that new barrier
Hmm.
restore. I don't know the name of it. Anyway, I have been using it. So barrier restore 113. That we've got the new eyeshadows. I mean, there's things we could do this week, next week. I mean, set up many appointments or something.
Right.
And I love that you still have that set up. And I
Well,
just
that
think,
was just, I mean, in all honesty, that was laziness. I just haven't
well, it
taken it down,
worked.
but it's worked in my favor. Yeah. And our new books have, come out because I just got mine in the
Yes.
mail last week.
Yes, so
So I
excited.
need to start calling people to follow up on that too.
Hmm. Hmm. Do you have the link that you can send as well via text
Um,
message? I
no, I
have
don't.
it. Well, I can send it to you.
If you could, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. And what I did was I saved mine in notes.
Okay.
And when it goes live on the personal website, that link automatically updates to the new one. So you don't have to search for it again.
Oh, okay.
So I'll
Okay.
send that to you so you can always have it because, even though some people are getting the mail, some people, it goes back to that age group. Some people aren't going to look at a book. I love to look at a book. They
I do
want to
too.
flip on their social media, on their screen time. And
Yeah.
then next week you look, you go, your screen time last week averaged 5 hours. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. But you think about it. You probably are not just on Facebook. You've posted things to your group. You've looked at
Right.
music. You've listened to music. You've done, and they say that screen time. But anyway, so I don't know if you saw the story I shared. I think it was yesterday. I had no idea, but it was about Louis Vuitton that
Oh,
he
I
was
didn't see
this,
that.
oh my gosh, just kind of to sum it up, um, he was like 14 years old, I think, and went out on his own, like broke as a joke, didn't have food, money, shoes, or anything. And then he went to work for Napoleon's wife, I believe is what it said. And he, like, nobody knew his name. Every time he'd ask someone to help him, they would say no. And then finally, his business took off. It said, it was a miracle basically, but he was like, you got to stay committed. You got to keep growing and not give up. And I was like, that is amazing. And I wish I had it up. And I know that we've got to jump over, but it is a great story about him. I don't know about you, but sometimes, Stacy, I just think, oh well, they had it made, or you know how we
Oh
do.
yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
anyway. And then when you read stories about that, you're like, oh my gosh, this guy really,
Persevered. Yeah.
yes, yes. So anyway, let's just keep thinking this week about how grateful we are, and knowing that other people are too, but to step out in faith and do the things that we know we're supposed to do. But as we all know, it's in God's timing, but He is not going to sit there and give you something that you ain't working for. So
That's right.
anyway,
That's right.
anyway,
Keep
but
praying over it.
yes, absolutely. All right, girl. Well, I'll see you in a minute or two, but have a great Thanksgiving.
You
And
too. You too. Enjoy.
yes, yes. So anyway, all right, good to see you, and thank you for jumping on.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Let me know about your girl too.
Oh, I will.
Oh, pray. What's her name?
Her name is Hannah.
Okay.
She sold
I'll,
Mary Kay a long time ago.
okay.
And then we were just talking. I was doing a facial on her. And at the very end, I said, have you thought about selling Mary Kay again? And she goes, that's funny you say that. I actually have.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, and then I, did my
Yeah.
thing. And she said, I'm thinking about it. I said,
Okay.
okay. And so that was Friday night. Today's Monday. I sent
Yeah.
her a text. I haven't heard back yet, but
What does she do? Did you tell me that? Oh, a
yeah,
nurse.
she's a
She's a
nurse.
nurse. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Well, and I
talk
think
about
too.
not. I met her husband at that senior expo vendor
Oh,
market that I did.
yeah. Yeah.
He came up and he wanted to do I did the little satin hand station.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I was like, why am I doing this? You're a guy, you're not going to buy this. And then he put his card in the drawing for the ultimate pampering session. And so I called him and I said, hey, well, I texted him actually. I said, hey, you won, blah, blah, blah. He goes, oh, that's so fabulous. My wife is going to love it. I can give it to my wife, right? I said, well, of course.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So don't discredit. That's my word of advice, because I did.
Right.
I was like, what a waste of my time. When he walked off, that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I thought. And look where it's ended me up now.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
she bought stuff from me. I was able to give her a facial. She gave me 10 referrals and she made
Wow.
a team member. So
That's awesome.
all
I
from
love
her
it.
husband walking by and washing his hands at my little station.
Wow. I love it. It was meant to be.
It was. I'm very excited.
God's always working in our midst. You
I
don't know
know.
it. All right, girl. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yes. Okay. I'll see you in a minute.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.